Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Princess Connect re-dive video, and finally we're taking a look at the best character in the entire game, in my opinion. 5-star Princess Gala, Princess Gala, whatever you want to call her, Christina. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our girl's stats. So here is going to be my Christina. Now, she is at rank 11.4. If I'll go ahead and show you guys that really quickly. She is at rank 11.4. So 11.4 is where I'm going to be putting my Christina. I feel like this is probably the best bet for people, considering that her next best rank will actually be 11.5 when we unlock this middle left equipment. So having her at rank 11.4, I feel like is just much better, because you already have all the equipment that you need upgraded. And all this stuff is like refined and all that stuff. So instead of having to refine 10.6 and then having to upgrade and then refine all of 11 again and using all your mana, I just went straight through 10 and I went straight up to 11. I think you lose like what, -5 TP retain or something like that. You lose like -5 TP boost, but you get a little bit more damage. So I feel like the trade-off is definitely way worth it for rank 11.4 on Christina. In terms of stat levels, of course, she is going to be bond level 8, so we get that little extra magic defense. Her stats, though, her stats as a 5-star is genuinely very impressive. Usually whenever I try to look at a character's stat level, I'm taking account on their defenses as well as their crit rate. Obviously for Christina, I don't really care about looking at this crit rate. TP regeneration is also super important. She has 325, which is like one of the highest in the entire game. HP is important, and then I think defenses are also one of the most important. So her defenses, at a 5-star level, her physical defense is through the roof. I mean, that's like insanely powerful physical defense. Her magic defense, on the other hand, still is a little bit lower, but this is definitely way more doable and way more like, okay, I could deal with this, rather than 4-star, because we took a look at 4-star Christina in the last video, and she had somewhere around like 98 magic defense or something like that. Her magic defense was horrible, but now it's at 111, and I think 111 is definitely way more acceptable. Anything above like 110, I'd be like, okay, well, they could maybe take a little bit of a hit. Obviously, she doesn't have insanely powerful defenses. I was hoping her defense would be somewhere around like Makoto's. I think Makoto's is a very well balanced in terms of like defenses character that does a lot of the stuff. Like Makoto here, she has 178 physical defense and then 135 magic defense. I think that's really good for a character, and I wish she was more balanced in terms of her defenses like that, but still, 190 physical defense means she's basically immortal to physical damage. Literally, she is immortal to physical damage because of her Numbers Avalon ability, which actually gives her dodge, and she dodges all physical attacks. So she is a very good physical defender, on top of being an absolute beast in terms of offense. I feel like she's the most oppressive offensive unit in the game, maybe next to Ilya. I definitely feel like Christina probably has the better defenses overall, so that's what makes her stronger in my opinion, because her being able to completely nullify almost basically every physical attack that's taken at you, I feel like is going to be super useful. Combine that with the physical defense shredding from the injection ability, she's just crazy good. So now that we take a look at the 5-star Christina as well as her stat level, let's take her into Extreme Dungeon and see how well she does. Okay, so we're here against the Chimera boss on EX floor. Once again, I'm going to be bringing the exact same team that I brought for her 4-star showcase with Makoto, Yukari, and then Summer Kokoro. Now for this, obviously, I'm bringing Yukari so we instantly just don't get one-shot by the Chimera boss, because this guy, if you get hit by that little purple breathe fire, he almost like instantly obliterates you, and he does like so much damage. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to let this wait out here for a second. I'm actually going to go in 3 times speed, and then there's the first breathe, there's Heroic Howl. Let's pop the Yukari Union Burst here. I'm going to wait for him to do his purple. When he does his little purple thing here, and he does like little purple breathe fire, I'm going to go ahead and pop the Union Burst, and we should be able to nullify all the damage that we're going to take here. Let's see what happens. Ready? I'm pretty excited. So there is the purple coming in now, and we'll nullify that. He's going to punch us. Punch me. And then watch this. Ready? So we're going to put the Union Burst up with Christina, and I'm going to pop it actually into auto. 86k. Jesus. 86,000 damage, pretty balanced kit. And look, so now look at that. Look at her health. Completely immortal to damage. And she's still standing strong. So, yeah, you can use it to dodge physical attacks like the Chimera boss from EX Dungeon. Obviously, this guy, if you get hit with that burst of his when he's got the purple effect on you, you basically instantly get one shot, unless your physical defense, you're like a super tank like June or something. Now I'm actually going to let this run into auto mode, and I just want to see the damage she does now. So 81,000 there. Okay, let's put it back into 2 speed. So she's hitting for now, she's in the 80,000 range now, which is, like, actually ridiculous. Alright, so let's see. We should be able to tank most of these attacks very nicely. There's another breathe. And, okay, so her defense is obviously the physical defense coming through there. Here's another universe from her, 74,000. So her defenses, honestly, have come very clutch here. Obviously, her magic defense isn't the greatest, and we're probably going to die here, but that's fine. Now, let's see the damage that she did. Now, obviously, I stalled a little bit there because I wanted to see what her universe did. And she still did 506,000 damage on an EX4. I genuinely think that's super impressive. Obviously, she could have did more. I think our 4-star showcase, she did, what, 510,000 or something like that? That is because I let it run full auto, and I didn't really care about dodging the universe with them, which I think is really cool, and how you could just completely nullify it and dodge this big guy's attack. Okay, so since this is the Christina showcase, I'm going to be bringing a support Christina here. Now, this Christina, I think, is going to be, yeah, she's 5 stars, and she's at rank 11-4. So this is literally the exact same Christina that I have, with a little bit of a different team. We only have Mitsuki for defensive lowering, but keep in mind, she also defensive lowers herself. So she still will be providing a lot of defensive lowering. Obviously, her attack stat is going to be much weaker here in terms of, like, her universe, how hard it's going to be hitting, just because we don't have Makoto, we're missing June, and we're missing Summer, Kokoro. But still, I feel like she's going to be hitting and critting for some very high numbers. Like, let's see, what does she do here? Ready? 77,000, 77,000, okay? Obviously, Nozomi tank is not exactly what you want. There's a lot of different factors in here where it's kind of like, okay, well, you probably shouldn't run this character. You're probably never going to run Nozomi as a tank character ever in, like, clan battle or stuff, but I still genuinely think that her doing this much damage as a 5-star character basically certifies her dominance as the #1 character in the entire game, in my opinion. So here's another universe from her, 77,000 once again, and there she goes, dodging because she cannot be touched once again because her universe literally nullifies physical damage. Another good example of why I think she completely dominates this EX boss. You just bring Christina, of your own Christina, 5-star, and then you bring in a support Christina, and the two teams alone nearly just one-shot this. I mean, that is, like, ridiculous. Obviously, there's the optimal setups out there. We're actually able to beat this in, like, 2 teams, but there's an 80,000 right there from Christina, and we're pretty much almost done with this. We're going to get one shot here. I want to see if I can pop another universe. I don't think I can. I think she's going to die too quickly. Can we get another universe? Oh, no, she's dead. Alright, that's fine. But there we go. The 2 Christinas alone. This Christina probably would have did more damage. Let's see what the damage report says. Okay, only 411,000. Obviously, that is because we had less damage there. Summer Tamaki doing 392,000. Also very impressive from Summer Tamaki. So yeah, so Christina, man, I feel like 5-star Christina is definitely the brand new queen of Princess Connect. In terms of other top tier characters, I mean, the first, like, characters that come to mind is Makoto, and then, like, Summer Carol, maybe June is the other one. And I in my opinion, I just feel like Christina is just a little bit of a step above Summer Carol. Summer Carol is very good, don't get me wrong, dude, but guaranteed critting and all this stuff and all this extra damage that she does just makes her so much of a dominant beast that I feel like it's almost unfair compared to what the damage she can do to other characters. Now, I do want to do a Kiori versus Christina video where I actually take Christina at a 11-4 level versus a Kiori at 11-4 level and see what the damage potentials are and see actually who does more damage. I feel like Christina over time will do way more damage. Now, if Kiori is, like, critting left and right and she crits every attack, obviously Kiori will be doing more damage. But the chances of that happening, you have to literally, like, win the lottery in order for you to crit every single one of her attacks over, like, a set period of, like, a minute. So I definitely will be doing that video whenever I get the chance to. But for now, there is the EX4 complete. We did that with 3 teams. Now, obviously, we could have beat that with 2 teams if I had, like, the same exact team that we did in the first one and I didn't, you know, stall a little bit. But there we go. 5-star Christina. How are you guys feeling about this Christina? Do you guys feel like she is the best character in the entire game? I definitely feel like she holds the crown. I don't know. There's just something special about Christina that just makes you go, yeah, she's different. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.